Hey dragons! So we are officially sheltering in place, staying at home, and doing online distance learning for another month. And I have a ton of cool experiments for you to do, but experiments only take so much time and you can only do them so many times. So I thought today I'd share with you some of my favorite games. Some of them you will have played in class, some of them you won't have played in class yet, but some of them are things that I have at home that I just really enjoy. So let's check them out. The first game I've got, which will be familiar to many of you, is Into the Forest. This is one of my favorite educational games. It teaches about food chains, food webs, and the interconnectivity of ecosystems. And it's just really fun. Everybody always wants to play this game at school. These are what the cards look like. They're different animals. They tell you what they eat and what they're eaten by. And I'm gonna put a link to all of these games and where you can buy them in the description down here. And I've got YouTube videos that explain the instructions for many of these games, but not all of them. Into the Forest is one of the ones that I have video instructions for. So if you wanna play this at home, you should totally check that out. The next one I've got is very similar to Into the Forest, but it's an ocean food chain game. This one is called Krill, and there are multiple different ways to play this game, which is one of my favorite things about it. So you can play it the same way you play Into the Forest, because you've got your critter, what it eats, what it's eaten by. But then you've also got different ways you can play it because there are more than just critters in this game. There are nutrients that help you understand exactly how decomposition works in an ecosystem. And then you've got different things that can happen to your ecosystem. The instructions for this game have multiple different ways to play. I've got the simplest version of the rules in our video instructions, but if you want to try this game out at home and all its different versions, I've put a link to where you can buy it down in the description. The next game I've got for you, we play in 3rd grade, and it is the laser game, Khet 2.0. This is one of my favorite games because you can play it over and over again. It involves strategy. It involves understanding how light reflects, and it's a really, really fun game. I got mine at Walmart, but they have them on Amazon. They have them in lots of cool places so that you don't even have to go to the store to get it because we're staying at home right now. So you should totally check that one out. There are video instructions for that one on my channel as well. It's a really, really fun game. It is a 2-player game, although in class we play it in teams of 2, so 2 versus 2. That is a really, really fun one. I forgot to say how many players the other 2 games were. Into the Forest can be lots of different players. We usually play it with a team of 4 people playing. Krill, we also usually play with a team of 4 people, but you can play with up to like 8, I think. So those are multiple player games. This one, if you want to play with multiple people, you need teams. The next 2 games I have are related, but I think they're discontinued. So if I can find the link, I'll put it in the descriptions. If I can't, I'm really sorry. Maybe I can find another version that you can play, but they are the Card Line series and the Timeline series. These are really fun. You can play them with lots of friends. It says 2 to 8 people on the box, but you could probably play it with more than that. I've got video instructions for these ones as well, but they are super cool. They are beautiful art on them, and then descriptions on the back. So this card is from the Card Line Animals game. It helps you learn more about animals' characteristics and adaptations. It's a really fun one, and the art, as I said, is beautiful. I love a game with good art. Timeline is played in a very similar way. This one is scientific discoveries because I teach science. So I love to learn about when things were discovered so that I know more about how our world works. Again, the art is absolutely beautiful. And the cards help you learn when different things were discovered. There are other versions of these. There's Card Line Dinosaurs, which is really fun. I have that one as well. There is Timeline Inventions, which is really fun. But there are geography versions, and there are literature versions, and there's all kinds of cool versions of these 2 games that help you learn about different things. The art in all of them is absolutely gorgeous, so definitely check those out. The last purely educational game I've got for you is one that's brand new. I just bought it for my classes this year. First grade is supposed to be playing it right about now, but obviously that's not happening. But it is called Shadows in the Forest. It is such a fun game. I don't have video instructions for it yet, but I'm planning on making those soon. This game helps you understand how light works a little bit better, how light from different positions can cast different shadows, and it is super fun. It's got these little characters called shadowlings, and each shadowling wears a little mask. It is super fun. The only thing about this game is that it has to be played in a completely dark room. So usually when my fiance and I play this game, and we do play it a lot, we wait until after it's gotten dark outside because my house has a lot of windows. So you really do want to play this in a totally dark room. Don't worry, because there is a light involved in the game, so you won't ever be completely in the dark. I think you guys would really enjoy this game, so definitely check it out. The link for that is down here in the description. The last two games I've got for you are just super fun. One of them helps you learn a little bit more about math and how math works if you want it to. I'm kind of lazy, so I usually play with the app for this one. This one is called Sushi Dough, and Miss Rudder and Ms. Z and I play this one all the time. It is so much fun. It's really cute. It's the idea behind it is that you're at a conveyor belt sushi restaurant, which is my favorite kind of restaurant, and you are pulling different sushi off the conveyor belt. So it's got, again, adorable art for the little dumplings and the nigiri. So cute. It's even got some little tempura friends, and you are trying to get the most points possible. Each card has points at the bottom that tell you how many points each piece of sushi is worth. But there are some that are worth more if you have more of them. So that is a really fun game. It's really easy to play. It doesn't take very long, but my parents and I once played this game on a train ride all the way from London, England to Whitby, England, which is a long train ride. And I'll tell you what, the lady who was running the train wanted to play with us. So it is a super fun, super easy to learn game, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. The very last game I've got is possibly my family's absolute favorite game. It doesn't have a lot to teach you education-wise, but it's really good for getting to know the people you're playing with. It is a super great emotional game, and it helps you learn about how your family or your friends think. This game is called Dixit. It is such a cool game, and there are tons of expansions. I've got, I think, 3 or 4 expansions now added to my box because my family loves this game so much. Again, like I said, art is one of my favorite things about these games, and Dixit has the best art of any game I have ever played. Each card for this game is totally different, and it is so beautiful. The idea behind this game is everybody gets the same number of cards. It's different depending how many people you have playing, and I may make a full instruction video for this if you guys are interested. But everybody has the same number of cards, and whoever is going first chooses one of their cards and gives a clue for it. The clue can be anything. It can be a word, a phrase, a song, a reference, but you want some people to be able to guess which card is yours and some people to not be able to guess. So you want your clues to be good, but not too good. Because what's gonna happen next is you're gonna put your card that you've chosen out of your hand face down on the table. Then everybody else is gonna choose a card that they think matches that clue and put those face down on the table. You'll shuffle them up, lay them out, and everybody will try to guess which card is yours. So, for example, if I had this card in my hand, I might say choice as my clue. Then everybody would choose one card from their hand they think matches. Let's see. I think this card also matches that clue. So I'd put that down. And everybody gets to put down a card. Then we lay them out and everybody tries to guess which one was the original card. So you have to think about what you know about the person who put down the original card and what they would think was the best card to go with the clue choice. It's a really great way to get to know a little bit more about your friends and family, and it is, as I said, absolutely beautiful. So I'll put the links for that one down in the description as well. But I want to know what your favorite games are. What have you been playing while this has all been going on? What is your family's favorite board game or card game to be playing together? Put those down in the comments, friends. I'd love some new recommendations. I hope you guys are having a really good stay-at-home semester, and I hope that I'll see you soon. But if not, we got lots of fun stuff to do. Bye, my friends.